Okay. We have this one, and ooh, okay. This looks very promising. And looks like there's another one we're gonna have to start. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to start changing some colors. So one of them becomes red. Alright, last level. Let's see what level 100 has in store for us. What's Sam gonna do? Okay. Oh, got you. Spy Fox. Yes, Spy Fox. We are gonna be getting to you very soon. We're all done.
Oops, I guess I must have fallen asleep. That was a great dream. But I better get to work on those socks now. Mom said to have them done before school. Hey, it's snowing like crazy out there. Yes, school will be closed for sure. Well, in that case...
Big...
Thunder and lightning? Oh, maybe that's not so frightening.
Foreshadowing. Alright, everyone, and yeah, as you can see right here, self-promoting the other junior arcade titles as well, too. Luckily, we've already played them, so we don't have to do them again. At least not for a while, but... Alright, that was Pajama Sans Sockwork. So, first impressions, this was a very interesting arcade title and such. Like I said, like, for this arcade title, like, compared to, like, the other four that we played up until this point and everything, this really, you really need to use your brain in order to, like, solve some of these puzzles, at least, like, you know, try to plan, like, a little bit of a strategy, or at least, like, try to plan ahead of time on, like, how you want to get, like, each sock into each basket and everything. Pretty much use the conveyor belts to your advantage, as well as the color paints, the machines that push the shocks into like conveyor belt or into the basket and everything. Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this game to where like I said, you really need to use your brain. And on the one hand and everything, coming from someone that actually does like a good like puzzle game here and there and everything, this game does offer like a very good challenge for you. And it is definitely something to where, like, I'll give the game credit, like, yeah, it offers, like, you know, a right amount of challenge to where, like, there are some hard parts in it and everything, but it's not, like, impossible hard. Once you understand, like, how you need to get the socks into a certain basket or plan, like, you know, a strategy after a couple of, like, trial and errors and everything, you can actually get through the game just fine, which is always something I do appreciate with games, where it's, like, they do offer the right amount of challenge while still trying to make it as, you know, fun. While still trying to make it as fun as possible and everything. And I can safely say that Pajama Sam Sockwork does a really good job at that. One thing I do actually like about the game, outside the puzzles and everything, pretty much the music in this game was also pretty chill as well too. Right amount of like, you know, soundtrack to pretty much help you think, to pretty much go along with like the puzzle aspects within the game and such. And yeah, all right. Actually, no, that's the dialogue. Get it? Who voices Pajama Sam in this one? Like, I don't know if they. All right. If they ever, okay, if they ever do explain like who voices Pajama Sam in this one and everything, I'll make sure to. Oh, okay. E.C. Daly. Huh. Let's see, like, what his full name might be, or is that literally just, like, his actual name and such, but, yeah, pretty much that's the, yeah, that's the new voice actor that did Pajama Sam in this one. Although the original voice actor will come back in the next Pajama Sam game, which, if you saw in that little, ending and everything, that's basically a foreshadow to what that next, Pajama Sam game is actually going to be. And
that was fun! Wanna try a new game?
Yeah, but pretty much, alright. Yeah, the next Pajama Sam game is something I'm a little interested in, because I have seen a gameplay of it, but it's been a long while since I've seen it. And it's one of the Pajama Sam games where, like, I know about it, but I've never played it as a kid. So that one I'm actually going to be very curious about once I get to it. And what does he say with, yes, you're going to play my Pajama Sam game, whether you like it or not, but, alrighty. So, pretty much, alright, so that's all the positives I have with the game. One negative I will give a little bit to the game is that, like, if you're not a big fan of the puzzles, if you're not a big fan of puzzle games and everything, you will start to realize that this game is also, like, I wouldn't say, like, slow per se, but pretty much, like, you know, it's one of those games where it's, like, a student, to where, like, you know, you'll come across, like, a challenging, like, level and everything to where, like, you're really gonna have to, again, do a couple of trial and errors and everything just to get, like, you know, a certain level right, just to get past a certain level and everything. And for some people, I could see, like, that being a turnoff for a couple of players here and there. And when compared to, like, the other junior arcade titles that we played up until this point, everything minus, like, Maze Madness and everything, it is a little bit on the slow side and such. So, like, I can also see that also being, like, a turnoff for some people as well, too. But for me, I didn't mind it too much, because, like I said, it offered just the right amount of challenge to where, like, I actually did want to get a little better and actually, like, you know, want to think, like, okay, like, how do I get this sock into this basket? Is there, like, you know, another trick I could actually do to get this sock in this basket and such? So, another thing I also really do like about this game is that, like I said, as soon as I played the first level, it seems like this is one of those games where pretty much, like, the levels are not actually set. They are actually going to be randomized, right, even right at the very beginning. And that's actually something very cool and such. I don't think that's something, like, we're ever going to see that much in, like, a junior arcade title ever again. Like, I think this might be the only junior arcade title that actually have randomized levels and everything. And that's something I will actually give it credit, because it actually does that for a very large replay value and such. So, I'm kind of curious to see, like, what other kind of levels this game might have in store. And some of the puzzle sets as well, too, are pretty creative in their own rights. Like, yeah, so pretty much, for my first impressions of Pajama Sam's sock work and such, honestly, I'm gonna be fair and give it a solid, actually, that's a good question. Like I said, there are some aspects of the game I do enjoy and everything. Would I come back to it? Maybe once in a while. Like I said, I do like a good puzzle game here and there and everything, so, this is one of those games where, like, I actually don't mind, like, coming back to it if I wanted to come back just to kill some time and such, so, yeah, for that reason alone, I'll go ahead and give it a 7 and such. Like I said, it is a bit on the slow side in terms of, like, the junior arcade titles and such, but for what we've seen and everything, like, from this game and such. Like, I think it's pretty fun. Like, I definitely would like recommend it. Again, especially if like really big into puzzles and everything. Definitely give this game a shot. Like, again, you can play through it on Steam and such. And pretty much, yeah, that's all I have to say for Pajama Sam Sockwork. So, alrighty, well, next time when we come back in terms of like the Humongous Marathon, we're going back to the Junior Arcade title. And if you notice, we saw a certain fox come out in one of the chutes and such. So, yep, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back to another Humongous Entertainment Marathon, we're finally going to take a look at the Spy Fox series, starting with Spy Fox Dry Cereal. And I am so very excited to get to the Spy Fox series, since you have no idea how long I've been waiting to get to that character ever since I decided to do this Humongous Entertainment Marathon and such. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But before we get to that marathon, or at least like when we get to that game, up next, as promised, the next LP series we're going to be doing will be Sonic the Hedgehog 2. For the Master System, actually. And pretty much like I said, I'm going to try to get all the Chaos Emeralds as best I can, but it's not 100% promise and such, so if I don't get all the Chaos Emeralds, at least in terms of the blind Let's Play, I will get them all, whenever I decide to do a Sonic Marathon and such, whenever we get around to that, but alrighty then, well, until then, this is Corda Diesel saying thank you all so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this episode of Pajama Sam Sockwork, don't forget to hit that like button. If you guys want to see more episodes of Sam Sockwork or any of your other favorite games, hit that subscribe button as well. Speaking of games, don't forget, if you guys got any games you want me to try out, list them in the comments or on YouTube or on my Facebook page. If you guys like movie and TV show reviews, check out my main channel where I mostly do that, or check out mine and Barney's co-op channel, Review Bros, where we review movie, TV shows, music, and books together. Alright guys, well, this has been Sakura Diesel saying thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all at the next next part on Let's Play Pajamas, or at least, let me try it again. I'll see you all in the new LP series, pretty much Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Master System. So, until then, take care everybody, and bye-bye.
Okay, thanks for your help. See you later.